Hi everyone. I hope everyone is okay. Now, in this lesson, we will go on from the mean. If you remember, in the last lesson, we learned model, a mode and model class, and then in this lesson, we will learn the mean. Okay, now what does it mean, mean or average? Uh, Now, the mean is referred to more precisely as the arithmetic mean. The mean the same mean, and it's the most commonly known average. The sum of a set of data values can be found from the mean. Suppose, for example, that 12 values have a mean 7.5. The firstly, excuse me, the firstly, these words the same: mean, uh, average, average, or arithmetic mean, or arithmetic mean. When you read sentences, and if you look at the one of these words, you should think they tell us a mean. A mean formula is sum of all values over or divided by the number of values. So, in this example, mean value 7.5 and sum of value over 12. If we want to find sum of value, we should compute 12 multiply 7.5. So sum of value equals to 12 multiply 7.5, and it means 90. But in this lesson, we will learn the new thing. This symbol is sigma. Sigma symbol is sigma symbol come from Greek letter. Greek letter sigma symbol is written this symbol. This symbol, excuse me, this symbol means sum of all values. Sum of all values. Sum of all values. So if you see this symbol means sum. This symbol is sum, and the represent sum and x to represent the mean, where x represents our data values. The notation used for ungrouped and for grouped data are shown in separate rows in the following data table. If you look at this table, we have ungrouped data and group data. What will we do for ungrouped data or group data for computing mean? The first time sum symbol is, please remember that, sigma, and data values shows x, and frequency, ungrouped data frequency, we have no frequency, but group data we have frequencies, and number of data, ungrouped data n times, group data frequency, sigma frequency, and sum of data all sum of all values. But in group data we should make x multiply frequency, or frequency multiply x sum of frequency multiply x. And if you want to find mean in ungrouped data, you should sum of all values divided by number of data. If you want to find mean in the group data, you should before you should find x, the sum of x multiply frequency and over or divided by frequency. Excuse me. And I have two example, both ungrouped data and group data. For example, if we have ungrouped data, the age of the children who have been in kindergarten are given below. These data are ungrouped data. So and we have if we want to find mean, and our mean means sum of all values, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 4 4 4 and 5 5 5 over the number of data 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and then we have 12 and 12 and 15, so 39 divided by 10, 39 divided by 10, our means is equals to 3.9. If the data give us group data, group table, for example, the age 3 4 times, please remember that 1 2 3 4 we have 4 3, and the age 4 3 times, 1 2 3 3 4, and the age 5 3 times, 1 2 3, and it becomes group data. This section means group data with frequencies, but this section is ungrouped data. So when we look at this table, we should think we have 4 children who their age 3. We have 3 children who their age 4, and we have 3 children their age 5. And if you want to find mean, you should use this formula. The same thing. Firstly, we should find the sum of values. So we have 4 children who age 3. So the sum of the children's age, 4 multiplied 3 plus 3 children age 4. So the sum of their age, 3 multiplied 4, and 3 children's age 5. The sum of their age, 3 multiplied 5, and we have 4 and 3 and 3 children. We have 4, 3 and 3 children. It means sigma x multiply frequency over sigma frequency. So we have 12 12 15, so 39 over 10, our mean is 3.9. Okay, now I hope you understand what the differences are, ungrouped data or group data. And we have some tip in ungrouped data, and the number of value, in group data, the sum of frequency, and the in group data, x multiply frequency, the sum of x multiply frequency is the same the sum of f multiply x, frequency multiply x. And if you want to find mean in ungrouped data, you should find the sum of all x and divided by the number of data. If you have group data, you should find the sum of all x multiply their frequency divided by the sum of frequency. Okay, now we have some example. 5 laborers whose mean mass is 72.8 kilogram wish to go to the top of a building in a lift with some cement. Find the greatest mass of cement they can take if the lift has a maximum weight allowance of 100 kilogram. Okay, now we have 5 laborers, and their mean mass is 72.8. So we know mean equals to the sum of x over the number of data. We have 5 laborers, so the sum of data 5. We have a mean, the values mean, so mean means 72.8, and 72.8 equals to the sum of all values over 5. If we want to find the sum of all x, it should be 5 times 72.8, and 364. And the first question, 5 laborers, the sum of 5 laborers mass is 364. Find the greatest mass of cement they can take if the lift has maximum weight allowance 500. So if our cement the maximum weight 500 kilogram, but now 5 laborers are in the sum of 364. So 500 minus 364, it should be 136. So the greatest mass of cement they can take 136 kilogram. Okay, now the other work example. Find the mean of 50 values of x given in the following table. If you notice that we have group data, and uh, the 31 value we have 8 times, the 32 value we have 11 times, we have 33 value we have 10 times. So we should compute the mean is equals to the sum of all x multiply frequency over the sum of x, the sum of f or frequency. Do you know the sum of frequency means the number of data. So our mean is 31 multiply 8 plus 32 multiply 11 plus 33 multiply 10 plus 34 multiply 9 plus 35 multiply 12, and the number of value is 8 plus 11 plus 10 plus 9 plus 12. And then we have 248, we have 352, we have 330, we have 306, and so we have 420 over 19, 20, 29, 38 and 50. Okay, now I'm going on this process, and it should be 600 and 930 930 plus 306 and 420 and 726 over 50 and 1656 over 50. So it should be 331.2. 331.2. And we have 50 values, but maybe we have some excuse me, if I find 1656 over 5, the result is this. But if I want to divide it by 50, so our result is 33.12, and our result should be 33.12. Okay, now because our mean doesn't greater than our values, and when I saw the mean 331.2, I decided to we have a problem because our value less than mean. It doesn't like this. So then I checked it, my process, and I notice that I divide I the 1656 divided by 5, so should be divided by 50, and we could find 33.12. This is true result. Okay, now the other section is combined sets of data. To find the mean of two combined sets, we divide the sum of all their values by the total number of values in the two sets. For example, by combining the data sets 1, 2, 3, 4 with the data sets, the other group, 4, 5, 6, we obtain a new set of data has 7 values in it 1, 2, 3, 4. Please notice that we have 2, 4, 4, 5, 6. And if you want to find individually means, you should make this process for the first group. You should make this process for the second group. But if you want to find the combined sets have mean of, so you should make this process. The sum of all values 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 times 4, 2 times 4, and 5 and 6. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. We have 7, or the first group has 4 values, the second group has 3 values. So our mean is 3, 4 over 7. Okay, now we have some example about grouped data. A large bag of sweets claims to contain 68 sweets, having a total mass of 852.4 gram. A small bag of sweets claim to contain 32 sweets, having a total mass of 282.8 gram. What is the mean mass of all the sweets together? Okay, now we have two group, and the first group contain 68 sweets, and these sweets a total mass of 852.4. The second group, we have 32 sweets, and the second group's total mass of 282.8. And if we want to the all sweets mean, we should find firstly the total of mass. So the first group total mass of 852.4 plus 282.8. So we have the total of 68 sweets plus 32 sweets, the number of data, because we have the total 100 sweets. So the mean is like 12 and 1 carry 5 and 3 and 1 carry 11 over 100, and our means becomes 11.352. Okay, now we have the other example. A family has 24 films on DVD with mean playing time of 1 hour 32 minutes. They also have 26 films on video cassette with a mean playing time of 2 hours 4 minutes. Find the mean playing time of all the films their collection. Find the mean playing time of all the film in their collection. Okay, now we have two group again, and the first group we have uh, 24 films, but notice that as a difference as a different the last question, they give us mean, but uh, before the question they give us already the total mass. They didn't give us mean, but in this question they give us the first group's mean. So I want to convert to minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes, and we have 32 minutes, and becomes 92 minutes. And our mean is 92 minutes. And the other group has 26 films, and their mean 2 hours, 120 minutes plus 4 minutes becomes 124 minutes. So the mean is 124 minutes. And if we want to find all data's mean, should be the total of the first group playing time find, and we should find the second group all films playing time, and the mean means 92 equals to the sum of all values divided by 24, because we have 24 film. The second mean 124, the sum of all films playing minutes over the number of films 26. And if you want to the first group the sum of all films, you should find 24 multiply 92. If you want to the second group the sum of all films playing time, you should find 26 multiply 124. And I want to use a calculator, and 24 multiply 92 means the total playing times is 2208 2000, 2208, and the other groups 26 multiply 124 3224 3000 3,324, and the total of all films playing time is 2208 plus 3324, and the total of all film 24 film in first group, 26 film in second group, and means 12 3 and 5 over 50, and the mean of the all values means okay 110 and 64. Okay, we will I want to check on the calculator 1000 excuse me 5532 over 50 yeah 110.64 minutes. Okay, now we could find the all films mean from mean how many minutes, how much minutes. But the other lesson we will learn means from group frequency table. For now our lesson finish, but I want you to please check your Signal groups or Google Classroom accounts, because sometimes I share any document in there, and I will give some homework and I will check in from there. So have a nice day, and have a nice lessons.